level 6. Let's bury it in level 6.
42 rooms.
Yep, 42 rooms. Last race I called for one of these. Anyway, we are underway. We are playing in the shapes format today. There is something really nice about this tournament, though, and that is that all the items you see, like this wooden sword, are in their vanilla location. You're going to find the letter up in the northeast. You're going to find the rupee prizes, the jackpots for the free money, exactly where you expect to be. Door repairs, obviously, which we're not going to see because our runners aren't going to want to visit those. Everything's going to be exactly where you see it. The only exception is the dungeons, which are in their vanilla locations, but they're shuffled. Like level 1 is down here at level 3.
And I wonder what enemies we're going to have in store for us in the dungeons, because I only saw Stalfos just hanging out on the overworld.
So we know they have been taken out of the dungeon pool. That means something else had to go in. Well, these guys never leave the dungeon. That's a Moldorm.
We just found something on the floor right now.
Yeah, we found Lord Banana, all hail, and since we have no other sources of weaponry yet, they're going to actually use Lord Banana today. So, the Greenleaf Effect should be very happy with this race today.
Indeed, and we see those kits are quite squishy today. Wow, that's a free Triforce.
Wow. That almost counts as a Y-Force, in my opinion, because Antlerz was heading for the staircase. He walked right into the Triforce. He probably did not want to pick that up yet. So he's going to head back in with that. He already has a triangle and is going to go looking for items. Now, there are 3 items to find in level 1, so this is a very good level to dig out, but are getting the same Triforce.
I think they both Y-Force.
I think so. So we're going to find 3 dungeon items in here. 2 of them are going to be dungeon drop items, like that wooden boomerang was one of them. And one of them is going to be a staircase item, just like that transport, but actually with an item inside instead.
This transport staircase confirmed that one is segmented, because in shapes, as you can always tell by the title, they're in different shapes.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the shapes format. You get to see some really interesting designs, and sometimes it may not look like a segmented dungeon, but it is segmented because there's no way through the wall. Things like that can cause segmentation. Now, every time there's a segment, you're going to see staircases, obviously, in the dungeon to get between those segments. That's why we know it's segmented.
And Antlerz found a bomb drop somewhere, and also has 3 keys.
That's a good number of keys for level 1. We know the keys can get really iffy later, especially in level 9. So having all those keys now is actually a really good start. Wow, Uncle Wizzy is in level 1.
That is not a nice room to find in level 1.
Not a nice room to find any level, to be honest with you.
But right now we have no sort of defense, and we have...
Oh, he got cornered.
I don't blame him.
And that's got to be our item too. It's gonna if either runner can get in there safely and get to the item in there, that will be a very good accomplishment. By the way, I didn't mention, we found the map, by the way. Name that ink pot. I'm gonna actually call that a kitchen faucet with water dripping.
That actually looks accurate. And we saw Willard take another death. Willard took a death to those Wizrobes and is leaving one. That is quite the right decision to make for Willard since he's new to this randomizer, because not even skilled runners like Antlerz are having an easy time getting around these Wizrobes.
Personally, given the combat required for the Wizrobes, I actually don't argue the decision here. And the good news is Willard's not going to miss anything.
It's only a heart container, so Willard is rewarded.
I'm surprised Willard didn't stay and look for the 3rd item, though. Maybe he just decided, you know what, I already see Wizrobes here. I don't want to deal with those right now.
So we did find a cheap candle for only a whopping 46 rupees. And we find the raft as our Armos.
Well, there goes my troll item of the day. We have the raft already here in the Armos spot, which is actually switched with the shop that's normally in this location. So that's going to be up to the Armos location now for the power bracing location. What we do have now is access to our level 4 location as well, which is very early for us to have access to that.
Oh, some other enemies on the overworld include Gyptos, Lynels, and Tektites. Those are not bad to find on the overworld.
Gyptos on the overworld. I actually don't believe as a runner that would be a problem. Oh, that's level 9. Forget the RAS spot.
That was utterly useless until 9.
Yeah, no reason to find that until level 9. Okay, moving on.
Another boomerang?
Did we just find the scrap metal in level 1?
Yes.
The boomerang dungeon right there.
So, are both sides of the boomerang argument satisfied with this level 1? They both got equal representation.
I don't want to see any complaints in chat about the boomerangs now. They were both there. We made sure you had them both. So, go ahead.
We find level 6 on Willard's screen, and we see Antlers following quite quickly into that level.
That was at the level 1 location. Both runners are going to explore that now. We are back to the regular 2 items in this dungeon. Most dungeons in the game, except for 3, one of which was level 1, most dungeons have 1 floor drop item, which is normally the heart container. That's, of course, randomized. And 1 dungeon item, which is in the staircase. And here, for level 6, the dungeon item is the power bracelet, which is actually not of any consequential value here, except for in the event that we don't have a recorder if you want access to the warp staircases. They are in their vanilla locations.
And as you can see, we don't have a recorder right now, so that power bracelet is going to be quite useful for traversing around the overworld.
Exactly, that's quick access to level 6 vanilla location. It also gets us access to the north, east to some access to some point as well.
And I saw those wall masters only taking 2 pokes with the wood sword this.
Yeah, those are a little squishy.
And we see Antler's left level 6 and is going for more exploration, while Willard is taking the time, if there's no blocks, to dig this.
This could be a good play. If there is another item that is extremely important inside this dungeon, this could be worth doing. 27 rupee bombs.
Ouch, that's... While it's not the most expensive, it's expensive.
It is higher than average, that is for sure. Vanilla, I think, is 20 rupees for each pack of bombs. So we definitely want to find some money in the event we need some explosive stays. Or those bomb upgrades may also be of value later.
And Antlers picks up the blue candle.
That will give access to the level 8 vanilla location. And we're going to get the shop here. This is normally where the power bracelet is. That location was swapped to put the raft down where the blue ring shop was. And there we just found some keys.
We also found some cheap arrows for 76 rupees.
So you probably want our runners to be forced to buy those, don't you?
Yes, please jump on my trolley boat.
Antlers is going to find the raft down here in the normal blue ring shop location. There it is. And he's going to probably go to the level 9 location very quickly. Or I should say the level 4 location, which is level 9. Getting chased by a rope on the way.
You know, we still haven't seen that coast item.
Oh, Antler's taking a sword to the gut on the way to the raft location.
And that's a trip back to start. And I wonder, is Antlers going to go check Vanilla 8?
We're going to find out. WillardJBradley is checking the path in the upper, or I should say southern Death Mountain location right now. So that's where he is right now. I think he's going to level 6 location.
So level 6 it is. I wonder what's in level 6 tonight. Since it's clearly not level 6.
Clearly isn't level 6, no. I'm going to say level 4. Close enough. Level 5.
4 is close to 5, I'll give you that. Though we have a key door unless Willard wants to head out and see if there's any bomb holes.
Well, he already found a bomb hole and he is through it, and the old man is sleeping. And there's no bomb holes in the old man room. That was a waste of several bombs, unfortunately. He did use a trick to get the door open, though, and is in an NSU room now fighting some buyers.
Those buyers also look squishy tonight. What is with so many enemies being squishy?
They die to bombs. That is, I approve of that.
That's a nice large secret.
I missed the amount. How much?
112. And oh god, that map of 5.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, name that ink blot. I'm thinking that's one of those music symbols just in reverse.
That, like, are you trying to describe that it's a treble?
I don't know what they're called, but yeah, probably one of those type of things.
This just looks like a messed up handicap sign.
So Antlerz has found level 2, and he already picks up some bombs in the first room he goes into. Now we got some grabby grabs there. Nice squishy grabby grabs. WillardJBradley is going to clean out this room, see if an item appears in the center. This could be important information. He can't pick it up right now, of course, and the bubbles are just making it a pain.
Antlerz found level 2, and that Triforce is just laying there for free on the ground.
Yep, we noted that was level 2, and ladies and gentlemen, name the level 2 ink blot. According to chat, 2 is a map. Thank you, chat. Oh, we have wizards again.
At least this isn't second quest where those bubbles can take away your sword.
Yeah, that would be one of the disgusting things with second quest if that were involved here. These wizards, by the way, look like they taken a few hits.
That just gave me a wonderful trollish idea. How about an all boards, no swords, shapes tournament?
How about no?
Seriously, I'm getting overruled for that entertainment?
Unless you want 5-hour raises, no.
And we see those likes being a bit beefy tonight.
So we just found a heart container in level 2, so that is the floor drop in level 2. I don't believe we've seen the other item yet, so we do still have this. They are both floor drops in any case in that dungeon. There's a Triforce for Antler. Or were both items heart containers?
Thank you, chat, for confirming that. Yes, it is 2 heart containers in level 2.
Yes, thank you, chat. And that's 2 heart containers level 2. That was not the level to dig, but at least it was a very quick level to get through. And we just saw the coastline, but I missed it. Was that a heart container?
I did not catch that.
Looks like I did see that correctly according to chat. Again, thank you, chat. So Antlerz is now heading up to, I assume he's heading to the Lost Hills area at this point. No, he's going to level 2 location. My mistake.
We've seen a lot of love to this seed.
Well, it's good for the seeds where you don't get things like a red ring to have a little more survivability in dungeons.
Oh, besides the whiz robes and the beefy likes, it is the dungeon combat isn't too. And I just had to open my mouth.
You had to say it, didn't you? You had to say it. In any case, we are in level 4. Antlerz has found some of our favorite snake enemies guarding the door in level 4.
And we see a Goma on level 5, nearest transport staircase.
Antlerz is being extremely cautious with these blue danger noodles, and I do not blame him. This is not an easy fight. You do not want to stay in the room and fight them. You would want to have a ladder, if anything. Without the ladder, you pretty much are stuck going in the door. Now he's trying to finish it off now that they're down to 1 head, but they got a couple hits in. They got a bite. Oh, survives on 1 heart, and nothing for it after all that.
I know, those land mollusks are mean tonight.
Now I got statues taking pot shots. Now that he's down to 1 heart. And now to half a heart.
And again, rewarded with nothing.
And I don't blame him for resetting the hearts on this. Lord, meanwhile, getting reminded of the key he cannot grab on that island. Goes to a tea room, and oh, we have pancakes.
And no ladder. What the... Speaking of ladder, that just was in level 4.
Was that a commentary blessing?
I don't know. Is that considered that?
I'm not sure. Chad is calling that a witch moment, so we will go with Chad on that. And there's our map for level 4, so ladies and gentlemen, name that plot.
It looks like a distorted, like, mouse icon.
Whatever it is, it's upside down, that's all I can say.
And we find dark nuts and bunnies. Not fun.
Dark nuts and bunnies in the same room. That is sufficiently disgusting. To explain those... Sorry?
You can go ahead.
I was going to say, to explain those bunnies, you see that we're stabbing them with the wood sword, and they take a ton of hits. I think vanilla, they're 5 hits. The reason that we don't like the bunnies in the early game is because later on in the game, once you have the bow and the arrow, all you have to do is fire an arrow between their ears, and they're placated very quickly. But without the arrows, they don't like to go down.
So much for having nice and easy dungeon combat.
Well, notice that this room is a ladder block room and now Antlerz gets 3 fairies out of that 1 bomb. That is actually pretty nice.
And we see WillardJBradley checking that Armos, and he gets the mid-secret, which is 36 rupees, which isn't bad for a mid-secret.
That's pretty good for a mid-secret. We had a good large secret too, so money is not going to be an issue in this scene, I think. The small secret at this point is pretty much inconsequential. And Willard is now going to check this level 4. He's probably going to get his ladder while he's here as well.
That is, if he can get past those land moas.
I think that was a different direction. I don't know if he has... I don't remember if we had to go through that room again to get to the ladder or not. Oh, more bunnies.
And our runners just had a high five moment.
Yeah, they are pretty much in the same general area right now. Willard getting his map.
So, also, there's no segments in this level 4.
Yeah, this seems to be a straight level, straight path. I haven't seen any staircases yet.
I just looked back at Willard's screen and I didn't realize that's a lot of keys on, not Willard's, Antler's screen. 5 keys.
Oh, they'll be burning through quickly. Don't worry about it. He's avoiding the locked door here, and he's finding the book, which he clearly does not want to pick up. So that means we know what both items in level 4 are at this point. We have a ladder, which is a very important item for going over areas that you cannot otherwise stand on. And we also have the instruction manual, which we ignore.
Literacy not required.
So that means that level 2, level 1, and level 4 have all been cleaned. I don't think we know what the second item in level 6 is yet. And I don't think we've gotten anywhere on the other levels, really, yet, besides a heart container or 2.
And Willard had a much cleaner time in that land mola's room with the ladder.
Yes, that ladder would make that a very advantageous fight for sure.
And Willard still has only 4 hearts.
He has not picked up all the hearts that Antlerz has. Antlerz has been to a couple other dungeons doing some exploration, plus he was at level 5. I don't think Willard cleaned out level 5's heart containers yet. So that would contribute to that. Speaking of which, we should keep an eye on Antlerz, see if he goes to the White Sword Cave at some point when he visits the Lost Hills. He is guaranteed that item now, unless he finds a pair of muggers and gives up some heart.
And we have another land mola's room.
And you can clip into here, and that's going to go easily. If they actually come over and get killed.
Those danger noodles are not being nice tonight.
There we go.
time, we see Willard getting that coast heart to build up his health.
He might have been thinking about going up to the northern section, then decide, you know what, I want to check the shop now instead. And he finds his blue candle. He may check the level 8 location while he's down here and go into that level. Yeah, it seems to be what he's doing.
There, those danger noodles are not playing nice tonight.
Yeah, we have a lot of danger noodles in level 4. I didn't know level 4's sponsor was spaghetti.
Spaghetti isn't the only type of noodles, you have to remember that.
Oh yeah, it's a noodle though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, eventually they had to get him. That's too many blue limb molas. Yeah, I don't blame him for leaving there. I mean, he already has both items, so there's nothing else to really dig, and all you're doing at this point is digging for the Triforce with a very inconsequential weapon reload. You might as well get the Triforce later once you have better gear to come and fight through for it.
And Willard grabs their map of 2 and is heading past the Triforce to look for those 4 items.
So Antlerz seems to be going looking for some money right now and take any caves. Dragon Rock is the entrance to death. Yeah, okay. And Willard is finding one of his heart containers from level 2. Both items, again, are heart containers in this level, so he will have enough hearts himself now to get the white sword item should he head in this direction. Antlerz is heading in that direction, and he's going to get that white sword item right now. We're going to get to see what that is right now. So get your guesses in chat quickly, ladies and gentlemen. What's the white sword item today?
It's just love.
Gotta have the love.
So Antlerz is getting pretty close to that 10 heart range.
I think he was at the level 6 location, but I know he didn't clean it out. So that 10 heart range is going to start to have some influence here because when you mentioned the 10 heart range, what you're of course referring to is the possibility to pick up the magical sword or mages. The magical sword can be picked up with anywhere from 10 to 14 hearts, starting with a 20% chance on level 10, or 10 hearts, not level 10. And then every heart after that gives you an additional 20% chance. So for 12 hearts, you have a 60% chance of picking it up. 14 hearts, you have a 100% chance of getting it. You might as well pick it up, increase your combat if you have a lot left to do. Makes things a little bit quicker in that case. So depending on how seeds go, sometimes it's not consequential, but it could be an Antlerz case this time around.
Look at that level 8 on Antlerz screen.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, name that mess.
I have no words.
I also have nothing. Chat is agreeing that it is a double segmented level, and you can see that the way that the left side especially is set up, those 2 rooms connected at the corner, you cannot go through that way. So it is a double segmented level.
No, it's triple.
We confirmed it's triple?
Look at the map for level 8.
I'm seeing a double. Unless we had a wall block somewhere in this segment that's otherwise pretty linear, in which case, yeah, it probably would be triple in that case. Chat is confirming it's a triple, so they must have seen a wall somewhere that I didn't.
It's not that, it's the map. None of the segments are connected.
No, that is correct. The lower half is what is just separated. Got it. So it is a triple segment at level 8.
Wait. I'm getting confused, because in my skill just said a double segment is 3 different parts. I'm getting confused. The logic and
Segmented means that you have 2 different sections you have to go through and a staircase has to connect them. That's what he means by that. So we are finding some keys inside level 8. So the combat level 8, given this is one of the less fun levels to go through, is not as bad. And the reason that we're happy the combat isn't bad is because there are 3 items in level 8. 2 of them are located in staircases, as well as the 4 drop that replaces, or maybe, the heart container. Don't grab that clock, Antlers. Good job. So he avoids the clock temporarily and gets that last handout. So we're going to be looking for 3 items while we are in this level 8.
What do you want? What do you want to see the runners to find in this level?
Probably a good time to get a red candle, don't you think? Well, WillardJBradley has found his level 2 Triforce, so we do have a Triforce tie right now. Both runners have both Triforces out of 1 and 2. And Dig Dogger hates certain kinds of rap music. Thank you for that tip. Thank you for the Dig Dogger.
I'm wondering who just decides to put these weird quotes that relate to an enemy in the room next to the enemy.
Yeah, that's actually quite convenient. Now just bring some rap music, you're good to go. Oh, this is a Dig Dogger level, that's for sure. So we have 2 Dig Doggers in this level. The question is, are the Dig Doggers hiding something as a 4-drop? That is the question. I don't think we've seen a 4-drop item yet.
So we have also not seen the recorder yet.
That is correct. Oh, Antlerz takes a death. In that room, even though he's down to 1 enemy left, that room will be completely reset on his next visit, so he's going to have to clear it out completely again.
And Willard, now with a little bit more health, is back in level 4. But I don't think he realizes what he's getting into with all those dangers.
Yeah, he's probably not going to enjoy this level very much. I can forecast that. That clock is very nicely timed, though. And no, that was not a pun.
Dang, you're taking the fun out of everything.
And welcome to Dark Nut Paradise. Please check in.
But you can actually leave, unlike Hotel California.
So Antlerz is now going to be taking, I believe this is a transport staircase in this room, if I'm not mistaken.
Jeez, these Dig Doggers really want some music tonight.
I hear they like country. If I were Antlerz, I would reset. Yeah, he's doing what he's trying to do here is he's trying to reset the room, trying to get rid of the whiz robes. While doing that, he found that he can provide lots of lovely Dodongo food and get it right back. So he's going to do that right now.
And we see Willard taking a death in level 4. I think it was to some danger noodle.
Most likely, I did miss it, but it sounds about right to me. And there's one of our items. Oh, who in chat said the recorder was in level 4? Good
I
call.
said it out
Good
loud.
call.
I said that the recorder was not in level 8, and what happens? It's in level 8. Though chat is right, level 4 does look like my home state of Florida.
Actually, yeah, it kind of does, except it's backwards.
Not that it matters, I'm on the bottom, so...
Anyway, you mentioned Eat My Steel earlier. That was who said the recorder was an 8. Good call, Eat My Steel. Good call.
So this means we only have...
Oh!
My dreams! They're ruined!
Silver's in 8. Recorder and Silver's level 8 is the place to be this seed.
No! My dream of a Goma blocked Silver's the 9 is gone! Dead.
There's no problem with that. There's always next seed.
Though, we don't have any defense items.
Oh. We'd like to play Name That Tune. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Name That Tune.
That was clearly Batman, as Chad agrees with me.
I'm reading a comment in chat from someone who saw the other race between these two runners. Apparently, Willard dug level 8 in the previous seed, and it did not work out for him, whereas this time Antler digs it and finds absolutely what you need to be doing there. So I'm wondering if Willard will eventually choose to dig level 8, or whether he's going to just remember that he was burned by that last time that it happened, and whether that's going to actually be something he doesn't want to do.
That's a little salt in the wound.
It definitely is. Oh, we have a manhandling at 8. Oh, and it went right into the bomb. That was perfect.
That was a beautiful bomb placement and luck with Antler.
Absolutely beautiful. That was a great placement. And that was another key. Antler's has 10 keys now, so that means clearly the third item is going to be magical key, right?
Probably. As logic always happens. The magical key is always there when a key is...
I think your stream's a little behind because we just saw the white sword just as I said that.
Yeah, I was saying that, and then I saw the white sword. Jeez, all we're looking for right now is that bow.
Yeah, that bow is enough to put us in go mode here, or at least in no mode. But I think for Antlers it would be go mode. Now that is assuming that you're happy without a red ring, which Antlers being the kind of player he is, I'm sure he doesn't need a red ring.
As long as that Danger Noodle and Dark Nut combo isn't a 9, everything will be fine.
Oh, we have an old man. Big Dog, well, it's the same old man hint about the certain kinds of rap music.
Is it just me, or haven't we seen that old man before?
I think I've seen him in The Legend of Zelda. Oh, he finds a bomb wall and goes down. Finds the compass, and you know what? Forget that bomb wall. We're just going to get the Triforce and get out of here. We have everything.
And
there it
Willard...
is.
Well, that was nice. Free on the floor. And Willard finally decided it was time to leave for forevermore.
Little does he realize this is a good play at this point. I don't know if he actually saw the book or not, but he did pick up the ladder, so leaving 4 was a good play at this point.
Willard did see the book.
Okay, he did see the book, so he knows what both items are. Just like I said for Antlers, good call leaving 4 at this point. The combat potential is somewhere else to help you get through that a lot quicker. And safer.
So we could get rewarded tonight with a bit of trolliness with that red ring being in 9.
We're on our way to the level 9 location right now, the entrance to death. By the way, our broadcast studio is next door, so we're waving. Hi, everyone.
Apparently Link doesn't like in-person interviews.
No, he always avoids us. He's also pretty quiet. So level 3 up here at the entrance to death tonight, which means, is it really an entrance to death? That was quick.
Those Wizrobes were clearly did not want Link to feel welcome.
I guess that was an entrance to death, wasn't it?
You see, Willard is making the play to 8.
And this is obviously the right place to be. We do have the silver arrows, we do have the white sword, we do have the recorder here. He's going to be rewarded for digging this level right now. Oh, and look at that. We have an ink blot I actually recognize. Ladies and gentlemen, name that ink blot. I'm going to say it's a jumping rabbit.
will agree with you for that, because I see that. No, it could be a witch riding a broom.
It could be, actually. That's a good call, too. Oh, old man, why did it have to be ropes? Quit complaining. Antlerz is going to take that Triforce, take the health refill. I think he's going to dig this a little further, looking for the bow.
So Ganon's minions are clearly not doing a good job at guarding all those Triforces, because they've just been laying on the ground.
Yeah, that is, you think they would do a little bit of a better job. I mean, Ganon hired minions to make it hard for us, not to just leave things sitting out for us to pick up.
Apparently his minions are incompetent as Bowser's.
They've always been incompetent. That's nothing unusual. Antlerz goes past level 1, which is at the level 3 spot today. He's going to... I guess he's actually going to go ahead and... I just noticed that he left level 3 because I wasn't watching for a second. So he's not doing level 3 right now. And is going to get a health refill here. I think he's going... Oh, that's level 7 location. So that has to be level 7.
Antlerz has the any key.
That was in level 3. Okay. That must have been a floor drop. I didn't see it.
Neither did I. I just looked at the screen. Though, speaking of that, at least Ganon's at least competent enough to lock the doors instead of Bowser just leaving the door open.
Ladies and gentlemen, name the level 7 ink blot. That is a deer head on a wall. And we have 84 rupees for a bomb upgrade. That gives us 3 extra bombs tonight.
Not bad. Though, I think level 7 looks like just one of those toy plastic swords.
Yeah, could be. WillardJBradley getting musical advice for Dig Dogger before seeing Dig Dogger.
Though, if this is a moose with antlers, is this screen its good luck for antlers in this level?
We'll see. Willard is now coming to, I believe this was again a transport staircase.
And I believe some in chat are claiming this is a satellite. No, we just have some rupee bosses.
Yeah, we have the hardest boss in the game, the rupee boss. You have to run around, collect all those rupees, and then you get rewarded with a bow! Ladies and gentlemen, at 37 minutes and 46 seconds, I think we can say Antlerz is in go mode!
So, all Antlerz needs really is those Triforces. And everything else is just an accessory.
Yep, I'm sure he would be happy to have items like the red ring as he takes a death to that Patra, which is why he would like to have items like the red ring. But they're not required to beat the game, so he may just play through the Triforces, go straight to level 9. We'll see.
Oh wow, this was a quick Triforce go mode.
And this was a very reasonably paced go mode, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of level 9 we get as a punishment for that. And
WillardJBradley grabs their recorder out of level 8. Well, I wonder, 9 is the equalizer for a reason, so we're either going to be rewarded or punished.
Well, the really difficult 9 is what chat finds as a reward. The runners don't tend to like it. There's a compass for Antlerz, so he's going to get a clue to go next door. Look for a bomb hole. Oh, nope. Walk around.
Don't you hate compasses when they're literally right next to the room you're looking for the Triforce?
Couldn't you be somewhere across the dungeon, you silly thing? Well, they're getting his silver arrows. Well, Antlerz in the Triforce room now. Coincidentally, there's a staircase here. Will he check the staircase is the question. No, he won't. So that's now 5 Triforce for Antlers. He still has to go back to 4, 5, and 6. 6 was at the level 1 location. 5, I think, was the entrance to... Actually, no, that wasn't the entrance to Death. Where was 5? That was in level 2, I believe? Or maybe that was level 4.
I really should write these down.
Yeah, we probably should.
So those Gyptos today are just having some fun.
Antlerz does not make them play on Magical Sword, at least not yet. I don't blame him for that, because he only has 10 hearts. It's only a 20% chance. That is more than likely a waste of time. And 5 was at level 6. I actually did have that wrong. So 4 must have been what was at level 2.
So, I actually have seen a lot more Magical Sword. I find the Magical Sword quite more common in shapes than just regular normalcy. It's whatever.
It depends on runner feel. Like, Antlerz is, again, a seasoned runner at this game. He played in the Swordless tournament. He's used to not having a sword. So, seeing him pick up the Magical Sword, honestly, for him, that'd be a surprise to me. But at the same time, if you have the ability to pick it up in a spot where you still have a lot left to do, it can actually make you go quicker. In those kind of situations, I would say go for it, even in his case. Willard getting the white sword. He now knows all he needs is a triangle, and he's done here. And Antlerz finds his triangle. Just has to ladder clip across. Now, you are able to get in from the bottom. The game would not expect you to clip across like that, to know how to do those kinds of clips. That means that there has to be a bomb hole leading in that T room in order to get to that Triforce from the room below.
Antlerz is having a lot of fun with that Batman theme.
Hey, wouldn't you?
Antlerz!
I see what you did there. So Antlerz is going to level 4, I believe we said this was right now, and then he's going to head over to level 1 on the way to level 6, which is at level 1, on the way to level 9, which is in the raft location.
The Antlerz is back for round 2 against those land molas from earlier.
Round 2, fight! Oh, they're not there yet. Never mind. Oh, it's always nice to get a clock early in a room.
And Willard is getting their Triforce out of 8.
Willard, I'm assuming he did check the white sword item, which was, again, a heart container, I believe. And there's those blue land molas.
Well, these land molas are no longer a challenge.
These are the ones that killed him, and needless to say, they didn't survive this time. Oh, look at that! Free triangle right next door. If only he got through there the first time, that wouldn't be a problem.
If only a dig dogger around just horribly doing its job.
I noticed all the Triforces are visible tonight. Like, if that was a properly guarded Triforce, that would have been a recorder block Triforce. Which wouldn't have been a problem because Antlerz already has the recorder, of course. It would have been earlier in that case. But, yeah, all the Triforces just appearing for free in this seed.
Looks like Ganon needs to do some more effective minion searching.
He needs new minions. Minions. Ooh, nice Octorok dodging. And Antlerz is in level 6, and he has just this one triangle to go.
And you know, we're not that far from Vanilla 4.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's doing this on the way to that raft location to go to level 9.
That's some nice routing.
It is. He did some good routing on the last levels here. This shows you what kind of skill Antlers has at this game. He's been playing this game for a long time. He knows a lot about the map. He knows a lot about how things are laid out. And he is also very good by now at tracking what he does as well. So if there's a few levels left and he needs to find the fastest way to route them, he will find the fastest way to route them.
So, oh shoot, though, never mind on Willard's side.
Ah, look at the old man line.
Oh gosh. Seriously?
I would have stopped and played the flute right there just in reply to that.
But this is a race. We don't have time for me. Elendar, there's always time for memes. As you see, these keys are making me go insane.
Well, one thing we can say is that Antlers is never not insane. He's picking up his final triangle from another Dig Dogger that's not properly guarding it, of course, of all things. So yeah, he has all of his triangles, and he's on his way to level 9. That means we have an explanation to give you as to what we're going to be doing in level 9. Do you want to do that, or do you want me to do that, Keita?
You can do that, because
I'll do that. I'll do that then. What we're doing is we're going to level 9. Antlers is going to be listening for the sound of a squealing piggy. When he hears said sound of said squealing piggy, he's going to know that he is either north, south, east, or west of the eventual bacon. Once he creates that bacon, well, once he gets to the room, he can create that bacon and then go and take it to the girl. Now, speaking of the girl is locked behind a shutter door. That shutter door will not open when all the enemies in the room have been cleared or when any blocks have been pushed. That will not open at all. The only way that will open is by killing Ganon, and that will then happen even with enemies in the room or blocks to push, at which point you can just go in and get the girl and finish the game. And we have a nice silver hue level 9 today. This is actually kind of a vanilla color. Red?
Seriously? What is with vanilla somewhat showing?
If Antlers can find a really blazing path, you could still get a sub 50 on this seed, but Ganon and the girl will both have to be close to the entrance. He still has a really good, reasonable chance at a sub 60, though, a sub hour, which is sensational time.
Willard is back in level 1, and I don't think they found their metal boomerang.
No, I don't think he saw the scrap metal yet, and as a result, this is going to be unfortunately, a wasted trip for him. He did get all of his level 8 goodies, of course, which is the good stuff that he needed, but he still has to go to level 7, which is behind the Recorder Lake, to find the bow.
You know, this level 9 seems really empty right now.
Well, you had to say it, didn't you?
Those bunnies aren't too bad.
Okay, that's true. I don't think we've seen Wizrobes in here yet, have we? So I guess Wizrobes are not home.
No, Wizrobes are not in 9 because they're not in that enemy set, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. I always expect them in 9, but not today.
So, you think this 9's just gonna be another piece of Swiss cheese?
No, it's just gonna be a punch card. I mean, think about it, you're working to get the girl, and... Never mind. Just a reminder, when this race is over, we will have another race following this here on Speed Gaming 2. We do have Amazing Toaster and Nokibado standing by for their game number 3 of their series. That will be following this race at 9 o'clock Eastern Time here on Speed Gaming 2, so make sure you do stay tuned with us here. And if you are watching on YouTube, thank you for joining us on YouTube, by the way, on our YouTube playlist. That race I just mentioned will be somewhere else further down this playlist, so look around for that if you want to see that race later on.
So we see some Dodongos in level.
Yeah, make sure you bring your Dodongo food. Testing the bomb walls, he does find one, and then he kills the Jig Dogger to get his bombs back. Back to max capacity, 11.
Can we just find a black room with a key, and let's see if there's any bomb holes in this room. Or not.
He is going to open the locked door with the Yeti key. He is trying to get quick and efficient coverage right now. He's not going to try to clean up. He's going to try to avoid cleaning out rooms if he can. He knows Ganon's not in the north east corner, and this girl can't be up there either, so he's not worried about that room if there is even a room there. He does want to try bombing down here to see what he can find down here, though. Maybe he'll take the staircase, or might even find an item in here that he can... Nope. Transport.
We see Willard. I think Willard finally found out about the news of the magical boomerang in level 1 and is heading to level 7.
I believe he would have picked up that news, yes.
So level 7's vanilla.
Yeah, level 7 is vanilla.
And we see these dig doggers are just lazing around and still not doing their job.
Now, it's important to note that even though there's a Dig Dogger in here, that Dig Dogger is what you're hearing breathing noise right now, so we have no confirmation of Ganon from hearing that noise right now. Very often it can be important to kill any mid-boss in the room and then come back in the room, but I think Antler's already concluded that Ganon can't be nearby.
So WillardJBradley left 7 and I think is buying, or at least looking for some.
I just saw the 60 rupee meat there. I just realized we haven't seen the meat block in the scene, have we?
No. So WillardJBradley does have enough to go buy that blue ring if he comes across.
He does, but I think the bombs are going to be more important for him right now. Well, he found the blue ring. He'll take that instead.
Yeah, but he still doesn't have any bombs, and that is especially not good now. And the clock is ticking because Antlerz is in 9.
Yeah, Antlerz is doing some good coverage. He's on the top, or I should say the northwest right now. He was already in the northeast quite a bit. So he's getting these top rows cleaned out. He's going to work his way down from there. I hear a pig. It might be down here. It will be a room that goes dark, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Ganon. And with a white sword, that will be 8 hits, followed by a silver arrow.
Is this Ganon room even randomized?
Yeah, we're already getting calls for Fred in chat here. Level 9 color palette, Ganon in Ganon's room. Yeah.
Next thing we know, Zelda's gonna be in her original room.
You had to say it, didn't you?
I'm just saying!
By the way, it was nice of Ganon to wait while Antlerz refilled his health. I love that. Very polite. And the silver had to be cycled in, but there it is. And we have bacon, ladies and gentlemen, as Antlerz, I don't think, has seen Zelda's room yet. I don't remember seeing a shutter door. That's why I don't remember seeing a shutter door.
Look who called this! Or at least something like that.
That wasn't her room, but it was right next door to Ganon, and there were 2 other entrances, so maybe he did know where it was, and I just missed the shutter door or something. Anyway, we do have an official SRL time of 53 minutes and 21 seconds. That is a very efficient sub-hour. That's actually a sub-55, or if you want to be technical, sub-54, so a very good time for Antlerz. Get your GGs in chat.
That is an impressive time.
And we will see if he wants to join us here to chat about that seed. In fact, I already see him in the setup room, so we'll bring him in right now, and we will chat with our winner, 2-0 over WillardJBradley. Antlerz, GG.
I think Antlerz is getting a drink right now.
He might be. We'll give him a minute here to collect himself. I thought he might have been ready already.
So WillardJBradley is still clearing out 6.
Yes, he is still working on level 6. He may not have seen... I'm sure he has probably seen the SRL channel by now. At least he hasn't sent anything in there yet, so maybe not. I'm sure he will continue to try to finish out this seed and try to put up a good time on the board for this seed. We will stay with him at least until we get to the point that we have our next race. Just to remind you once again, everyone, that we do have Amazing Toaster and Nokibado Game 3 starting in about 24 minutes. We will join that at that time, and we will stay with Willard until then.
And you're going to be commentating.
I am. I'm staying around for that one. I like me some Zelda.
And we see WillardJBradley is on that transport staircase to the other segment of set.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Ah, there's Antlerz. Congratulations on the 2-0 victory.
Thanks, appreciate it.
So that seemed to be a really efficient seed for you. You didn't really run into any problems except for, well, a couple. We'll get to those later on, but you had a pretty easy time with that seed, I think.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky. It was definitely a right order seed, and I took some gambles that I wouldn't normally make, being up a game. I dipped out a 6 after finding the stair item. I dipped out a 3 after just finding one item in there pretty early in the Triforce. And level 8, I mean, man, I don't know if that red ring was anywhere to be found. But, man, this is not an easy seed, for sure. I got pretty fortunate to do it, like, to have as few deaths as I did.
The red ring has not been found, and Willard picked up a blue ring.
Yeah, we also don't know where the red candle or the magic rod are. Those items are still at large, so chances are 2 of those could be in level 9. There was one level you did have some inherent challenges in, though. Level 4, I'm sure you don't want to see more blue Lamolas for a while.
Yeah, that was pretty rude, not gonna lie. That was not my favorite.
Well, you went back there and took them out like a boss.
You know, it was a little easier for sure once I had the white sword and once I had the full heart stockade. I think I had 11 hearts at that point.
Yeah, 10 or 11, somewhere in that range. And Willard also getting to hear the Batman theme. I love that we had an old man saying he was Batman somewhere in that seed.
Yes.
Yeah, see, when I went to 3, I still needed the bow, and I thought about it for a second, and I could always record her back there if I needed to, but I still needed to find 2 Triforces, so I figured I might find the bow while I'm looking for the other Triforces, and that's kind of why I dipped out there. And then I got really lucky to find him, or to find it in 7.
So apparently I made some calls during the seed, and chat is declaring I'm a witch. So how'd you feel about finding that recorder?
The recorder at 8.
I liked it. It didn't actually turn out to be required for that 8, I don't think. But there were 2 rooms with double push blocks that had dig doggers in them that looked like they might be required, but luckily they weren't. So I had kind of a feeling it could be an 8 because I didn't have it. Well, I had access to 1 more dungeon without the recorder, but I also had an item in 6 that I hadn't found as well. So I was really hoping for it. It was good that it was.
I just want to note that chat was just commenting on this too. Willard did go back in level 1, so he must not have seen Bloom Boomerang on the last trip through. I think he just saw it.
That was a triple dip. Though, as Elidar is asking, based on Elidar's question in chat, I wanted to ask, do you know who your next opponent is? Or Eat My Steel just took the words out of my mouth.
I think it's Elendar. I'm pretty sure.
That might be why he is asking. I was just about to bring out the bracket to find that out myself, actually.
Oh, was it him that was asking? Yeah, I'd say it's probably likely then. Yeah, Ellendar's definitely a good player, under the radar for sure. Doesn't get the kind of hype that is deserved. So it's gonna be a fun round. I'm looking forward to. I mean, I don't think I've ever done a 1v1 with Ellendar, so it'll be fun.
So we did just find that second bomb upgrade in level 7.
Very nice. And I don't think Willard had any funds left to buy because he had the blue ring, unfortunately. There's his bow, so he's finally in go mode.
Yeah, bow was free as long as you can dig out recorder from the deepest part of a nasty.
That level 8 was nasty.
Yeah, honestly, I had more problems with level 8, I think, than level 4. I died one time in level 4 and then decided I wasn't going back in, but level 8, I think I died like 3 or 4 times in level 8. It was not a fun dungeon at all. I'm glad it paid off, because that would have been a massive time sink if it hadn't.
So, did you have any predictions or at least any strategies besides like going with the flow for the seed about how you were going to take the seed?
In the next round?
Yeah, since your opponent's going to be Ellendar, do you have any strategies? Do you know how Ellendar plays? How are you going to work with that?
I don't think I'll change it up really. It just depends on what I'm kind of reading from the seed, and I'll go from there. I don't usually change up my game based on my opponent. I kind of try to win by just playing my own game, and if I do, I do, and if I don't, I don't. Except maybe if I'm playing WillardJBradley, then maybe I'll prioritize level 7, but you know.
Wait. But level 7 isn't as much as the threatened shape.
Yeah, no, I'm just in general saying. Level 6 is the worst threatened shapes. I think yesterday the race I called had a 42 room level 6.
Yeah, it can be pretty nasty. It can roll low though. The level 6 can roll pretty low if you have bigger 1 through 5 on average, but definitely has the potential to be massive as well. This 6 I don't think was that big, to be honest. I didn't see all of it, but it didn't seem like it was that.
And WillardJBradley grabs that magical sword out with 4, 8, 12 hearts.
Yeah, I was about to call that out, but he beat me to it. 12 hearts was enough, 60% chance to get Megs tonight. So he's back to level 5 with some very, very enhanced firepower. That white sword was not enough for him. So he has 2 Triforces left to go. He's going to work his way back to the level 2 location for level 4 for the last one. He's doing level 5 first since that's further away at this point. And I noted again, as always, and I said it during the call too, Antlers, your routing for the seed just seemed exceptional as usual in this race.
It was it was pretty lucky, to be honest. Like, that 8 could have been a bust. I could have left a recorder in 6 that led me to the say the bow or the red ring that would have really helped with combat, something like that. You just kind of never know, but I kind of hard committed to 8 and I won the gamble that time.
The nice thing about level 6 is it was right in the middle, so even if he did leave down behind there, at least it's close to several other levels, and it's not that bad in that sense. But yeah, I can't obviously waste a little bit of time if you do leave something behind. That could obviously kill 20-30 minutes easily. So
Exactly.
definitely a gamble, but it certainly paid off this time. Sometimes you have to make those gambles, you have to make those calls, follow your gut, and it just worked out this time.
Yeah, definitely. I was kind of wondering where all the help was before that, because I had done several dungeons and gotten several items without a whole lot of significant finds outside of the raft, obviously at the Armos, that just led to level 9, and the ladder in level 4, I think. I want to say, I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes.
But other than that, there was nothing really significant before that level 8. It was stacked with Silver's white sword and the recorder, obviously.
WillardJBradley walked past those blue land molas with no problem.
Yeah, we forecast that after seeing you doing all the blue land moles level 4, we thought, yeah, Willard's not going to want to stay here long.
Yeah, I'm guessing that he also ran into those blue land molas in this in that shutter door room.
Yeah, he bailed on the level as well. That's his last Triforce right now. He's about to go to level 9. We'll see if we can stay with him to the end here. I do remember the girl was right next to Ganon, which actually surprised both of us up here, I think we could say. I shouldn't really speak for K-Tap on that, but I think we were both surprised by that. So that was a pretty nice, convenient location to find the girl.
Did call that Zelda would be vanilla somehow. So it kind of worked out.
Wasn't her room, but close enough. So Willard gets out his raft. Well, he tries to get out his raft, but fails. Now he gets out his raft. And it's his turn to enter level 9. I love when the first door is a shutter.
Yeah, I also died on the level 9, or on the raft screen before level 9, so that was really annoying. Because the Lionels wouldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, that never feels good. Willard immediately finding a transport. Where is this going to take him? I don't remember where the transport specifically went here. This one takes him to the east. Obviously, we know Ganon's on the west. This is not where he wants to be. Oh,
it only took him 2 rooms up.
3 rooms away from where the stair was.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, somewhere over in this general area was the staircase that took me to the top left.
Yeah, but we do know throughout the seed, the ladder has been required quite a lot. So how do you feel finding that ladder in 4?
It was alright. I wasn't, like, super excited because of the fact that I knew I didn't necessarily need the ladder item. It was just a heart, so I wasn't going back for it. But, I mean, it was nice. It was a thing that I probably needed. I was most excited of anything to find the silvers that deep in level 8, because I thought, you know, a lot of times when someone finds that one required item deep in a dungeon, they might leave the other one behind. So I was really glad to find that. I honestly, if I had found that, I might have just went into, like, looking for Triforce mode.
Unfortunately, those Silver's location killed my dreams of a why can I not say? Of a Goma block Silvers in 9.
I just noticed that Willard found the map, which you didn't find, Antlers. Look at that map if you have your stream up. That almost looks like a deformed pig head.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like Second Quest, doesn't it? With more rooms, obviously.
Yeah. That is interesting. Ooh. That Digdogger was hungry. Or that Dodongo, sorry, was hungry. I always mix those two up.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I call them Gleeox half the time. So.
But the Dodongos are iconic.
Well, I hear they hate smoke. Or they dislike it. Maybe hate's too strong of a word.
Well, if they eat smoke, why do they eat bombs?
I don't know. You'll have to ask the old man that.
But the Dodongos are like just the subject of an incredible meme line of a certain CDI game.
So Willard is on the wrong side of the dungeon. He will have to make his way to the west side to find the pig. We do know this because we saw Antlerz do it. But the staircases are all keeping him on the east side. This is not very convenient.
Yeah, I think the one I took was like more toward the middle. I can't remember for sure.
Well, this is an easy room. Wow, some of these rooms are just empty.
Ganon really needs to hire some new minions.
More minions. Well, he's close to the girl right now. I think the girl is 2 to the left. Because I think Ganon was on the far side, if I remember correctly. And he's checking for bomb walls, and he's going to take that staircase. He is close right now. Hopefully he doesn't take him too far away. This might be the one more in the middle you were talking about. Yeah, this is 2 rooms away from Ganon. If he can find his way south. I don't remember if there was a bomb wall here or not.
Yeah, he should be hearing the roar. Actually, no, this is not the staircase. That was not the staircase that I took. The staircase that I took him 1 room.
Yeah, there is a bomb wall, so he's going in the right direction. If there's a door on the left, he'll check it. There is not. There's a staircase. This is very unfortunate if he can't find the path here. He didn't even try bombing to the left room from above either. This is going to take him away.
Well, you can't because actually the room to the right is Zelda's room.
No, he didn't bomb into the second room on the left column.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't try to bomb into that room, so, did you staircase into that room, Antlerz?
Yeah, so, the top left room, the very top left room is not the staircase that I went to.
No.
It was the room below it. So I bombed into the top left room, and then I went back down.
Someone's clearly annoyed about Zelda's room.
While he's back in that room, is he going to try to bomb over now? No, he's going to go up. He's probably going to go right, isn't he? No, he's going left. He's going to try to bomb down now, I think. Or is he going back to the staircase? Don't go back to the staircase. Use the bomb. Use... Willard?
No!
Oh, he only has 1 bomb. That might be why he doesn't want to try to use it.
Which is totally understandable.
Yeah,
running out of bombs in 9 is the worst. I think he's going to try and find a workaround from the...
Well, isn't there some enemies in here that have bomb drones?
Is this the stair you took?
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't think it is. I think it was more like... Maybe
It was.
Oh, okay. My stream's behind yours, so...
Yeah, he should hear the pig now. He did. He knew that he could use the bomb there. That worked out well. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, here's Ganon. As soon as he kills this pig, that should be the race, because the girl is right next door. There it is. 4 hits with the magical sword. Go in the shutter, get your girl, and let's call it a race.
Yeah. Is Willard gonna be coming in for an interview?
We don't have a lot of time, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get him in or not. We'll find out. But do get your GGs in chat for Willard, who has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 53 seconds. We are scheduled to start the race between Amazing Toaster and Noki Battle in about 5 minutes or so. So I'm going to say we probably don't have time to do an interview. If he comes in, we'll talk to him for a minute. But
yeah, I do know he really wanted to talk. Maybe like a speed interview for a few minutes.
Yeah, let's bring him in for like a couple minutes if we can, and then we'll cut to the next race. So we do have to get going to the next race in a moment here. So we'll bring him in for a moment.
GG, Willard.
GG.
GG.
Hey, GG, man.
So how did you feel about that seed today, Willard?
It was a seed. Why is my timer still going? Inaccurate timer. Hold on. What was my finish time? 1:13. This is important. 1:13. 53.
We only got a couple minutes here because we do got another race coming up right behind us here. But what were your general thoughts on that seed?
Combat heavy. Blue land molas in 4 was awful. I was feeling really good about my super dig into 8, finding recorder and silvers and white sword, but I'm sure Antlers probably went up to vanilla 9 and got that any key, which probably helped. And yeah, I had a lot of bomb problems, and triple dipping 1 just to get the other boomerang in a heart container felt pretty bad.
The bomb problem kind of worked out for you in level 9 though at the end, because I was wondering why you weren't trying to bomb into the room where the where you eventually found where Gan was, but then I realized, oh wait, he only has 1 bomb, so he can't really do that.
Yeah.
Bomb in Ganon's room. So it actually worked out in your favor that you held on to that.
Could I have bombed left? Well, yeah, no, I would have been able to bomb left into that room, right? But then still would have needed another bomb to get into Ganon.
And I don't even remember if that was bombable or not. I don't know if Antlers bombed.
Yeah.
The staircase get in there, so we don't know if they were bombable.
I sure as heck wanted to, but I was like, I'm so bad about using my last bomb and then regretting it later. But yeah, I'll have to watch this one back. I'll take it.
Well,
20 minutes is 20 minutes.
It was still a really good race. Antlers did just get to level 8 ahead of you, as you said. He was just a little faster getting to the key items, and that's what really gave him the win here. So definitely a well-run seed. And you did a great job on that as well, Willard. Great race. And any last thoughts as you leave the tournament?
Just want to thank everyone behind the scenes for doing this. This was my first Zelda 1 randomizer tournament, and it won't be my last. I had a blast learning this game. I can't wait to continue playing it casually and competitively in the future. And GG's to Antlers. You better win it all, or I'm going to be mad. I'll find you.
Oh. GG's to you, man. You got really good, really fast, and I think next tournament you're going to be a huge force to be reckoned with, for sure.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
For sure.
I for sure am looking forward to seeing how you improve in Zelda 1 as well. Being in both ALTTPR and Zelda 1, I'm looking forward to seeing you progress in Zelda 1 as well. Definitely looking forward to that. So we did get wrapped up and get to the next race here, so we're going to get wrapped up quickly here. Make sure you follow both of the runners here. If you're watching on YouTube, twitch.tv, followed by / followed by the name you see without the number and the dash preferably, so just Antlerz44 or WillardJBradley. We'll get you to their channels. You can hang out with them and chat with them and thank them for the races, watch them play other games, and more Zelda. And you can also follow our tracker, who is Elendar, also a Zelda 1 runner as well. So make sure you follow him. Follow my commentary, KTAP4321 as well.
And I'd like to say thank you to everyone. I'd like to thank you both for racing. I'd like to thank Elendar for helping us track. And I'd also like to thank you, Cyclone, for commentating with me.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. And definitely looking forward to see you again in future races as well. I'm going to stay with you guys here on the main channel. Don't know who I'm with yet. I'm going to be staying with you on this channel for the next race coming up. Make sure you stay tuned, because coming up right here on Speed Gaming 2, we have Amazing Toaster versus Noki Battle. We're going to wrap up for that right now. Make sure you stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, thanks for the commentary and the restream and the tracking.
And GG once again.